This video is not suitable for audiences under 13 years of age.
Kill. Double kill. Triple kill. Titan Slayer. Godlike.
Hello everyone, Mixfant Gaming here. Welcome to my channel. Today we're taking a look at some more test server action. I want to apologize. I've been away for, well, I haven't been away. I've just been not really able to do videos for the last couple of weeks. So I've tried to do a video here and there, but I just haven't really been able to get on the test server very much. And even this weekend has been a little bit difficult. It's now Sunday afternoon, and I'm just trying to squeeze a couple games in here just so I can get a video out. Anyway, so we are looking at a drone rebalance as well as the Minos with the shotgun weapons and the shell robot and the sonic weapons, and let's just see how it goes. So purposely, the main thing that we're looking at this weekend is the nerf to the drones, specifically the A-type chips. Now, if I look at the drones here, it came with all these top-end drones, and each one of these drones was just filled to the brim with T4 slots. And looking, for instance, at the eye here, the eyes came with, was it 7 A-type slots? Like, we are never going to get a drone in the live server that has 7 A-type shots. It's just completely unrealistic. So what I've done here is because I want to see how it affects the current gameplay. And most players who are running drones are not running drones that are maxed out, full to the brim of T4 chips, and they're certainly not able to run drones that have 7 A-type chip slots. So what I've done here, on all these drones, I've equipped suppressor, lockdowner, and some of them have freeze, because some of them, the drones only have actually 2 A-type slots. So the 2 eyes that I have, you'll see, are both running freeze, suppressor, and lockdowner. And the 3 gliders I'm running are running lockdowner and suppressor, but not freeze. And that's a little bit more realistic about what people will be running on the live server, at least in my opinion. I was actually going to equip T2 chips just to be even more realistic, but those chips, when you went to the store, they were showing up so infrequently that it was spending me 20 minutes and I wasn't able even to finish one drone. I was not getting the T2 chips. I was getting either T4 or tier 3 chips most of the time. Occasionally I would get a tier 1 chip, and I was getting the tier 1 chips more than I was actually getting the tier 2 chips in shop. So I wasn't going to sit here for an hour just trying to keep refreshing the store just to fill all these drones with T2 chips. So with that being said, we're going to hop into a game here and just see how they roll. I do have the shell running the new weapons on it, the scorpion running the new weapons. I put in the Ares here running pulsars and shredders. I also put in the Hawk running Nucleon and Quarker, and I put in the Blitz running Shudders because I actually personally run the Blitz, and the drone setup I usually do, I try to keep it very minimalistic. I didn't want to burn power cells, so I have my drone that I go usually with my Blitz. Since I have lockdown on my Blitz already with the weapons from the Shredder, I have a drone that is only running suppressor and freeze. And the reason I should put suppressor on is because every, I think it's like 15 seconds the Blitz can suppress. Well, if I'm in a one-on-one battle, I want to be able to suppress more often than just those 15 seconds. So that's why I have a drone running suppressor and freeze. So let's just hop in the game here and see how good or bad this is. Like I said, most players are running tier 2 chips, so this is going to be a little bit more powerful than it would have been previously. But we've also know that all of these have taken a nerf. So given the amount that the tier 3 chips have been nerfed, I expect it to perform not quite as good as the tier 2 chips do right now on the live server. So let's hop into a battle and see how it goes. And I will pause it out here in case there is a long wait time. Oh, here we go. Battle begins on carrier. Alright, so let's start with the Blitz. And I've aligned all my drones up with my bot, so I just have to do a quick double tap. So keep in mind, this glider only has suppression and freeze on it. It does not have lockdown. Alright, so let's just go down here. It's a shame that we can't even put pilots on these things. Which, you know, part of me, I don't mind, because it just takes so long to set up the pilots and everything else on these test servers. But you also have to be now conscious that my bot will no longer automatically heal, and it has a reduced speed and all that other funky stuff. You know what? I didn't even pay attention. I don't even know if this is Beacon Rush or Domination. Okay. Waiting to see if somebody gets in line here that I can hit them. That looks like there's a Scorpion down there. Okay. Well, that Hawk didn't accumulate anything. My sensitivity's off again. I don't know why every single time I go in the test server, my sensitivity just is horrible. And there goes his phase shift. Thanks for the shield, buddy. Appreciate it. Whatever happened to these Aurigines supposed to have no stealth when they go to land? I guess they didn't put that on the test server. And we're all bunched up over here. And I just unloaded a full clip and he didn't even get frozen at all. Come on. He's locked down at least. Gotta heal. Get out of his range so I don't get suppressed. And we have a Hawk up here. I need my heal back. I'm going to lose my last stand. Wow. Maybe heal? Nope. Alright, so let's drop in with the Scorpion, I guess. See what we can do here. There's a Hawk there. When he lands, I'm going to go and Scorpion his ass. If I can. Because there's another Hawk right there that's trying to, basically. Okay, go back up here. This guy's getting this beacon. People on the test server just trying to 5-cap as quickly as possible instead of actually testing the stuff. Okay, so this guy's down here. If I ever get this beacon, there we go, I got the beacon now, I can go get him. Now, it said look who's stalking, but I really doubt that was Manny there. People like to troll and to change their name. Okay, so he's right down here. I think that's the bulwark. I'm going to have to see if I can't do some damage. Maybe I can get his last stand triggered. No, it's a Fenrir. So get out of there. Alright, so he should go down the next time in 10 seconds. Or my teammate's going to take him down here. Yeah, my teammate's going to take him down. Alright. And okay, now we have a 4-cap. Like, come on, guys. You don't need a push. I want to actually test. Okay, let's go in on this guy. Alright. His last stand's triggered. Oh crap. That guy's getting me from behind there. I'll save my last stand if I can. Yeah, it's definitely not Manny. Manny is never in the clan on the test server. He's trying to come over here and get me. I'll go around here. I don't care about the beacon right now. Come on. Why is your flight not going off? There we go. Go back around here. Oh. Come on. Oh, as if that did not kill him before he took flight. Okay, now I should have gotten that beacon, because now they're forecapping us. Jeepers. Well, let's go with the shell and see how it works. Okay, we gotta get some beacons here. Are we copying that beacon over there or not? Okay, so let's go on in here on this guy. He just, you know what? I hate that change that they made to the test server. That this Titan should not have its ability twice in a row. No other Titan has its ability back to back. And this one shouldn't either. Alright. Time to mow these guys down if I can. Okay, I'd like to run in, but this invader is in my way. Move out of my way, please. Come on, let's kill these guys. There we go, there's a kill. Alright, let's see what we can. Let's rush in here. I'm suppressed. Oh, why can't I get through there? Come on. Trying to get his shield broken down here. Darn it. Alright, well, time for the Hawk. It's a close game, at least. Alright, so, let's see if we can get this guy in here. I need to get around the corner just a little bit. Gotta love the test server where the Hawk's damage resistance is actually crap and people just essentially ignore it and just keep shooting the Hawk. Okay, so I need to try and get on this beacon to try to prolong it just a little bit more. Alright, and we're gonna lose it now. Yep. So let's just look at the tail of tapes and my final thoughts. We got 1.7, 6 kills, 3 beacons. You know, not too bad, to be honest, for a test server. Alright, so my final thoughts. And I have mixed feelings here. The drones and the ships, they need to be nerfed. And I know they need to be nerfed. However, I don't know how difficult it is going to be now to obtain the tier 3 and tier 4 chips. Even the tier 3 chips on the test server really was not doing very much. You now need to apparently stack your chips. So if you want to suppress, you need to probably have 2 or 3 suppression chips. If you want to lock down, same thing. If you want to freeze, same thing. Unless you have tier 4 chips, where you might be able to equip more than one type on a drone. However, in order to guarantee you will get the chip you want as you level up, you need all of the same type of chip. Which I think it's a good thing, but it's a matter of how difficult is it going to be to grind out and get all these chips. Most players, for a very long time, will be running the tier 2 chips. And is it worthwhile even running a drone that has tier 2 chips? And I would argue it's not. The good thing is they're making the change that the deployment cost is 0 for the drones from now on, which is, it's a good thing, because if people are running tier 2 chips and they're not getting any effect from them, then it'd be a waste of power cells to run a drone at all. So, like I said, I'm on the fence. I want players who can't afford a tier 3 and tier 4 chips to if they choose to use the drones, to be able to equip tier 2 chips and get some use out of them. Right now, the tier 2 chips, in my opinion, are pretty much useless. Yes, you might get the odd lockdown or the odd suppression or the odd freeze or whatever chip you decide to use. But the way it is right now, at least for me running in Champion League, my drones that I currently have right now, which is few and far between, I don't run drones hardly at all, but the one drone I do run, it's actually a Defender, and it has 2 A-type chips on it, which is a lockdown and a, no, not lockdown, like I said before, a freeze and a suppression. And I usually run that with my Blitz. Sometimes I run it with my Hawk. It's going to be useless. I can drop it now for cost of 0 power cells, but it really is not going to do very much at all. Possibly it might be okay on the Hawk with the sustained beam of the Hawk's built-in ability. You might be able to accumulate those effects faster. But for instance, when I was running the Blitz there on the test server, I could unload a full clip of 4 weapons, and I still wasn't accumulating enough to freeze or suppress. So anyways, it's food for thought. Like, I agree that something needs to be done about those drones. They're just completely overpowered. And there's been a lot of complaints, and I've put in my own complaints to Pixonic about it. But I think maybe the tier 2 chips have been nerfed too much. I would like to see the tier 2 chips bumped up a little bit to at least be semi-effective. They don't have to be overpowering or whatever, but I would say even double their chances right now for locked on. So if it's like I don't even know what it is right now. If it's like a 0.7% increase, well, maybe make it like a 1.2 whatever. And then, make the tier 3 chips like a 1.7, and a tier 4 chips like a 2. I can't remember the exact percentages. I know there was a chart going around that Pixonic had released, but just the tier 2 chips to me need to be more effective. Anyways, those are my thoughts. Let me know your thoughts below. Hopefully, Pixonic listens to some feedback, and I do applaud them for actually trying to nerf these, because it's gotten too far. It's gotten too much. But Pixonic's also, if you ever happen to listen to this, you need to start listening to your player base a lot more. A lot of times we give you feedback on the test servers, and we just ultimately feel like you ignore us completely. And then they become a problem, just like most of us say. And again, you don't do anything about it. It just happens to be drones. I think so many people complained that they were almost forced to do something. But I can't speak for the masses. I can only speak for myself. Anyways, if you happen to like this video, give it a thumbs up. Consider subscribing. And until next time, cause some ham in the field for me.